I'm bored. Alright, let's do it. Animatic 2, you know how we do. Rhymed. Primed. Alright, that's enough of that. Here we go. We've got the exact same opening as the first. Are you ready to watch the same few seconds of the first one, just without the zoom? Because I know I am. Here we go. Didn't press play. Here we go. Okay, I'm just going to move my mouse.
My mother and my father are angry at me. They're blaming me. It's my fault. I admit it's my fault. I want everything about my house off.
Okay, let me explain. So, in the original storyboards, I had it just start with him sitting there, and then we just cut to this shot here. Frankly, that wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have looked good, because like, I edited it like exactly like the storyboards, and I was just like, why is he just sitting in an empty room on his own? Why is he just there on his own, not doing anything? It's stupid. So I decided to have it look like a Family Guy episode, because usually they start with them watching TV, and then, you know, it cuts to someone running in and being like, look what I just did, and then the plot kicks off. But I decided to quickly change, have a bit of a change from the storyboards, and have him watching a video. I went for a lot of like random, funny, cringe videos, but I ended up going with a Chris Chan video, because if you know me in class, you know I bring it up a few times too many. So I thought, you know, throw him in. It'll be a little cameo, a bit of an Easter egg to the people who know what I'm on about. Anyway, you ready to hear the worst voice acting of all time?
The internet.
Eli! What? Yeah? God. Alright. So, that's just elephant in the room. The voice acting sucks, I know. I'm sorry, okay? It's the best I could do. I did try and get some voice actors in. By that, I mean people in my class. But, sadly, when it came time to voice this, they were a bit too busy doing their actual F&Ps. So, it was all up to me. And, originally, pull up the clip when I'm finished with the sentence, me. But, Kyle was gonna have a different voice. He was gonna have like a surfer, energetic guy voice, but it was so bad that I decided just to have them both be my normal speaking voice. Also, his hand moves here. This scene annoys me because the editing kind of didn't work out the way I wanted it to be. What happens is, if you look closely, it cuts to him going, "What?" And I think that goes too fast. And then he goes, you know, it was meant to be like, I think if I recorded this not separately, if I was like, what? And he's just like, what? That would have been fine. But I had to go like this. Like, it's too much of a break. The zoom in's fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, there's two jokes that, like, it moves too fast. Like, the pacing in this is bad simply because I didn't, like, when I was voicing it, I voiced it 2 separate times in 2 different, like, parts. I didn't have the same kind of direction. So basically, I suck at directing animation. So, let's hope I can get a job not in direction animation, but it's fine. It's fine. But the joke is he grabs he's zoomed in that much, he's touching the camera, and he moves his hand up to stop him from walking over. But, you know, now that I've said the joke, now you can laugh. Can you just tell me the new Zelda game, Wind Waker? What? Remember that game we used to play? Now, I'll say this now. This is my favorite out of all 3, simply because it's the most like an animatic. The characters move, you know, there's more movement than the first one, but there's still the red arrows, you know, there's still limited movement, stuff like that. You know, we don't just be like, okay, we moved the clip a bit because why not? You know, the characters move. If you were shown this, if you were an animator and you were shown this and it said, make the animation move, you would know what you're doing. It's clearly the best example of an animatic. Zelda? Originally this scene had dialogue of him pointing to the TV. They were gonna make little, like, whoa and noises. but I decided against it simply because it made it kind of seem a bit more sloppy when it was moving. Like it was like it was basically what happened was okay. It just sounded bad. That's all I'm gonna say. It made it look awful because it would be like the animation in my eyes already moved too fast. And I couldn't fix it in pacing without it being too dead air. And like I get it, animations are meant to move fast, but but it was basically it'd been like, do you know that game Zelda used to play? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Cut to the next scene. Well, this one came out today. Like it would have gone too fast. So it's kind of a breather, you know. Also, what do you think of the background moving? I thought it looked cool. I don't know. Well, this is the new one. Like, it just came out. That slam sound effect you hear, I had to record that myself. I couldn't find anywhere online for the sound of a GameCube tray, like, closing. And I was like, you know what? I'll do it myself. So I got home, and I there's a video, if I could find it, of me just closing the GameCube, like, 5 times. Also, originally the Chris Chan video was going to still be playing, but I decided it wouldn't really work because the audio would have to be playing throughout the whole video for it to make sense, and I decided against it, so, yeah. Dude. So, originally I thought this was fine, like the game loading, but then my, good friend Jacob, he came up to me with all his cool skater ways, and he said, why didn't you have it be a red arrow going around? And now I hate myself. So thank you, everyone. Round of applause for Jacob. Thank you for making me hate this. The bestest friend a guy could ask for. No. Originally, let me explain the TV gags. Let's just get out of the way now. I didn't want actual game footage to be playing unless it was something silly. So I decided, hey, I'll just make something stupid and it'll be fine. And it was fine. Here's my least favorite shot in the whole thing. That is, I decided to put it in because he's like, I'd be like, it's just a clip of him looking up and staring at his friend. That's weird. But like the idea of him just being like, because earlier he's like, this looks stupid. Well, no, later on he's like, this is stupid. I was going to have that, like, in the original script, like, the very rough version, he said that now. But I decided to pay homage to it by him going, and then giving up until he sees the price. And then he's like, wait, hold on. What do you think of the, like, this is my least favorite shot. Simply because, what's going on with the body over there? What's going on with the whole framing? It's basically, it's all because the camera needs to move up to show his reaction. But, like, it just kind of makes everything else suffer. You spent. So, I decided this kind of show, that scene there kind of shows them, like, what I meant when I said it moves more like an animatic, more like a cartoon. Things, you know, like, you know, you got the zoom in, you got the noise, you got the, like, hold on a minute, you know, kind of thing. And you've got the reaction, which wasn't there originally. It was meant to be just this. But I thought it'd be funny if we had him, like, be in a state of shock where he's like, you really spent 60? Like, I like Wind Waker, but I'm going to be honest. If I was an edgy little teenager, I would have been like, why is this 60? I would have been really annoyed. But, I thought, you know, add a bit more of, like, character acting. Don't just have it be him being like, you spent 60! Have him be shocked to turn around, you know. Have it zoom in, zoom out. Have it actually look like, you know, a cartoon. $60 on this? Kyle, this looks stupid. What? Nuh-uh. It looks like a cartoon, and cartoons are rad. Now shut up. I gotta lock in. Let's explain the Soldier Boy. So, this is an in-joke. So, me and my friend Corey used to play, Zelda games with each other. We used to go to, like, each of his houses and play Zelda. And, we used to make the joke, like, of, I don't remember how it started, but the characters would be listening to Soldier Boy and couldn't hear each other because of it. it's weird when you explain it, but I swear it was funny when you were 14. I swear. But I just thought, hey, he's just it's funny if you didn't know the joke, because why would this be playing? Two, the clip is weird enough of the game freaking out with his arms and limbs flying everywhere. Uh, you can actually see I made the game look even worse by putting making it look more low, like more more low resolution, and like have it look more choppy, more framey, more like the colors can't actually work. So it actually looks, I don't know, in my opinion, looks more funny. But maybe you just hate me personally and think it's awful. Eli. So originally, he was gonna go, huh? What? So the dialogue he's about to say was meant to be, on the original, like him sleeping. It was meant to be he was so fed up that he was still looking at the sky. But the thing is, it looked weird. Like when it was actually done, I was like, this looks wrong. It doesn't look right. So I decided to have him like speak while he's pointing at the TV, because like it kind of works better. It's weird having him speak off screen for once. Actually, kind of made it flow better. And then we have the joke's being covered by like him pointing, but it does say you beat the game. Sorry for that Triforce stuff, which is an in joke. Put up the actual PNG me, but I decided to have it look as scuffed. I kind of wanted to show the game as bad as properly. What am I talking about? I want to have the game look bad, basically. I like Wind Waker, but I've got to say, when you've got to make a game look bad, just make fun of it and make it look like it's a scummy, weird, like put together like game. And originally, he was like, Kyle was gonna make noise in the scene. He was gonna be like, "Oh, look at it!" Like he was gonna be like that, but it wasn't. I kind of thought it was funnier if you just imagine him. He was that excited that he was just pointing behind him, shaking. Yep, the red lines are back. He's shaking again. But I decided, you know what? Just have Eli say his lines while this scene plays out. Eli! Yeah?
You won. Congratulations.
Already? I guess it must have been a good game to keep playing all night. Nah, it was ass. Alright, a few things to say. One, the congratulations, you read, when he's talking, it's really quiet, and then when he stops talking for that 1 second, to make sure you know it's playing, I made sure it goes louder. Then the night it was ass was a joke, was a running joke, me and another friend, Cade, have. I don't think he'll remember it, but usually he'll ask me about something. I'm like, nah, it's ass. It's just fun to say, nah, it's ass. I don't know why, but when you speed it up like this, like, nah, it was ass, it just sounds funny. So I decided to have him go, nah, it was ass. The joke was, it sucked, because the first version of Wind Waker kind of did suck. You have to play it for like 15 days to just finish it. You want to go return it. That slam was from Malcolm in the Middle. This whole ending is Malcolm in the Middle. Basically, while I was like animating this on my headphones, I'd be watching, more like listening to an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. So I thought, you know what? To pay homage to it, let's end it exactly like an episode. Let's have the door slam and let's play the ending theme. Let's just have a good time. And you ready? I actually changed the credits. They look nice for once. Instead of it fading, like going up and down like normal credits, I had it go normal. Yeah, we got all of it, but I don't know why I just didn't write all of it was done by me, but you know, why not? Edited by Daniel Moncliffe. Who's that guy? I don't know. We had the videos I used, and then we got the special thanks. Now, I want to point this out now. I remember I showed Kate the special thanks, and he goes, should I put them in mine as well? And I went, maybe. And then he came back the next day with them in. So, before we say this animatic would never make a big impact, it made an impact on someone's heart. It's changed someone's life. Oh, so we spelt myself this right. And there's the logo once more. Alright, time to have the final thoughts. The best one. Out of the three, it's the best one. This one is actually unanimatic. Can you believe it? It's something I would say to someone if I was gonna go up to someone and show, like, you know, my kind of stuff I make. This would be the first one. I'd point at it and go, this one. I'd be doing that pose. I'd be going, this one. Look at it. This. I did this. I'd be really proud of myself. I think it's the best one. Out of everything I've done for this FMP, I think this is the best, like, production thing made. I wouldn't change too much. The only thing I would change is just some of the pacing issues, but to do that, I would kind of have to go back and alter the script, alter the line readings, and I would get more voice actors. I would try and get, you know, I'd get my friends in, I'd try look online to see if anyone would want to do it, but I didn't really feel like paying 30 quid to have someone go, Eli, you know? So, yeah. It's my favourite, but there is stuff I would change, but I feel like for what I was given and what I could do, this is really the best that could come out of it. Sadly, we won't be able to say that about all of these, will we? Future me. You suck, future me. Everyone have a boo for future me. That guy sucks!